Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel today. Today we're going to be doing our first cash stuffing of August, and I am super excited to be doing it with you guys. So for the month of August, as you saw in the budget with me, there are certain categories that we didn't end up stuffing just due to cash funding and stuff, and I wanted to make sure that we were prioritizing some of our trips, which is why a lot of the bigger ticket items went to, like, vacation essentially, which is totally fine, honestly. So this is what we have here for our cash stuffing for this month, and what we have here is we should have $1,610. So let's go ahead and count this to make sure that we have the right amount of money. So I'm just gonna reorganize it so that it's the same way that I like for counting. And let's go ahead and get started. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,000, 100, 200. So 1,200, 50, 70, 90, 310, 20, 30, 50, 70, 90, 410, 30, 50, 70, 90, 510, 530. So we got 530 right here. 1,530. 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 600. So 1,600 and 510. So 1,610. And you might have noticed that we have a lot of $100 bills, and again, that's because we are going to be stuffing more into essentially the travel binder, which is why we have more $100 bills. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our spending binder, and to start we're going to stuff groceries because it is empty and we need to buy groceries. Am I right? So we're going to stuff $60 into groceries. So 20, 40, 60. And again, I think I'm able to make 240 work for this month, so that's why I'm stuffing less this month. And then for eating out, we're gonna be stuffing 80. So 20, 40, 60, 80 is going into eating out. So our budget for this month for eating out is still 300. But we are going on a trip at the end of the month, so that should help, kind of spend some of that money towards a different category. Gas is gonna get 20 this month because I expect us to be spending a significant amount on gas this month just due to us having to travel to visit my parents in Boston, and then also driving to the airport, and then I want to replenish the gas buffer. Date night is gonna get a 20. My hubby is also gonna get a 20 towards his spending. So now he has 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600. And he was asking me the other day, like, how much money he had, and I was telling him, and I was, like, asking him what he wanted to do with it. He like, had no idea. And I, like, kind of hinted that, like, he could give me a gift. Anyways, my person is getting a 20 as well. So now we have 100, 200. 20, 40, 60, 81, 300. And then coffee, we're still gonna skip because I still have a gift card. Okay. Next, we're gonna go into our bills binder. And for bills, we're gonna go ahead by starting and putting in a 100 into utilities. And the utilities binder is empty because we moved everything into buffer. Phone bill, we're skipping this month because we are to our goal this month, and then we'll start stuffing it again next month. Gym is gonna get its usual 10 this month. So now in gym, we've got 20, 40, 50. Next is car insurance, and car insurance is also gonna get 100 because at the end of next month, I think we're having to pay for car insurance again, so I want to make sure we have enough to pull from here. So now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $1,000 in car insurance. And the reason why we've been stuffing so much of it every month, well, first of all, our car insurance is expensive, but second of all, they forgot to bill us, and we thought that we had already paid essentially for the last half of the year, and I guess like they didn't end up billing us, and we did go back and check and everything, and it is correct. And so we just paid for that like last month, and then now we know we have a payment coming up, so we just want to be prepared for it now. Retirement is gonna get $250, $100, $250. So now in retirement we have $5,000, $6,000, $250. And again, for retirement, I do try to put in at least $1,000 a month into here, so that by the end, my husband and I each can put $6,000 into our Roth every year. Terminex is gonna get $820 this week, and we get billed for Terminex on a quarterly basis. So now Terminex has 50, 70, 90. And yeah, Terminex has been good for us just because I really hate bugs, and so it's just like a convenience service, and I know it can be expensive and we don't necessarily need it, but it's something that I'm basically willing to pay for because I think it's worth it personally. Next, let's go ahead and move over to our short-term binder. And for our short-term binder this month, we're gonna start by stuffing the birthday binder. And for birthdays, so actually, first of all, when I was making these dividers, I messed up because my dad's birthday actually comes before my friend Eileen's. But it's not a big deal because it's the same month and it's only a few days apart. But my friend Eileen is fully funded with 50, and then my dad now has 20, $35. I know we did want to essentially put in a full 100 into his binder, but we had already spent $35 for his birthday, so now we're at 70, so we just need to stuff another 30. But this week it's only gonna get 10, and then by the time his birthday comes, we should have enough for his birthday. But I think the second part of his gift that I'm buying him will be around $50, so we will have some money left over actually that we can move to the next birthday. But now on my dad's, we have 20, 30, 45, and then including my friend Eileen that has 50. Now we have $95 in birthdays. Next, we're gonna move on to holidays, and we're actually gonna skip holidays this month, just because we couldn't prioritize it. Gifts is getting skipped as well, but then membership we are gonna stuff because we do have my Amazon membership due soon, as well as my credit card, but we're gonna finish up stuffing Amazon first. So in Amazon we have 120, and we're putting in 20 here. We're putting a 20 in for membership, so now we're at 140. So Amazon is actually fully funded, so then next week when we start stuffing this, we're gonna start stuffing my credit card. And I don't think my membership for Amazon is due until end of September, so we still have some time. Next is self-care, and self-care we are skipping this month. Clothes we are also skipping this month because we don't need it. And then household, we're gonna put in a 10. And so now in household we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. We did spend some money in household last week or last month buying some sheets and stuff, but yeah. Toiletries we are skipping this week. Health and wellness we're skipping. But car maintenance we are going to put in a 20. I originally was gonna focus on tires, but I think I'm gonna actually put the 20 into registration. And the reason is because registration is due at the end of September, and I want to make sure we have enough for that. It's only $45, so it's not gonna be a huge burden, but still I want to make sure we have that money. And so we've got 20 in registration. And then tires, we have 100, 200, 20, 40. So for car maintenance total, we have $260. And then we're skipping yard. Next, let's go ahead and move into our long-term binder. And for our long-term binder this week, we're actually only going to be focused on our first two binders because these are our priorities. And we're going to be putting in $100 into each. So for emergency fund, we're putting in $100. So now in our emergency fund, we have $10,000, $20,000, $21,000, $22,000, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. So $22,500 is in our emergency fund. And then new house, we are putting in $100 as well. So now in new house, we have $10,000, $11,000, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. So $11,500 is what we have in new house. And that's it for our long term. Let's now go ahead and move over to our business binder. In our business binder this month, we are gonna, I guess we're skipping it this week, sorry. We are barely putting any money in here this month because we don't have a lot of funds. So I guess I did decide this week that we're skipping it completely. So let's go ahead and move on to the baby binder. Okay, so for baby binder, we're gonna do our normal 5s. So again, everything's either 100 whatever or 200 whatever, so I'm not gonna pull everything out, but just to show you guys, in baby moon right now we have 120, and then we're adding a 5, so now we'll have $125. But that also means that besides hospital and childcare, everything has 120, and then I'm adding a 5, and in hospital and childcare we'll have 220, and then we're adding a 5. So hospital has 100 in prop bill, $200 in prop bill, and then 20, and then we're adding a 5. So now I'm just gonna stuff these 5s in essentially, because it's just a lot faster to do it that way, and I don't want to have like a 30-minute video with just me counting the same number over and over again. So hospital had 225, diaper 125, clothes 125, furniture has 125, baby stuff will have 125, photo shoot has 125, and then childcare has 225. I did put some extra money in childcare and photo shoot because, in childcare and hospital, because those are more expensive items. And then toys will have 125, and food will have 125. But like I said, at some point I will be stuffing it a little bit more because I do realize I am behind if we do want to have a kid, you know, at some point next year or the year after. So that's what we have for the baby binder. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and stuff our vacation binder. And this month it's gonna be super simple because we're adding 200 into the 3 vacations essentially. So first we're gonna start with our Asia trip, and the Asia trip is like an Asia/Australia trip. And I also just found out this week that I also have to go on a business trip to Europe again. So I end up changing my plans. So originally I was gonna go to China and then Australia, but now because of my business trip and just the timing of everything, what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna fly to Germany, to Europe essentially, on my company's dime, and then I will book my own tickets from Germany to Australia, and then from Australia I'll book tickets to China, and then I'll book back So I'm not saving any money, but my timeline did change. But we are gonna be putting in $200 in here. So now we have 1,000, 2,000, 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, $3,100 for this Asia trip. And honestly, I was looking, guys, and the flights are super expensive for this trip. So we are gonna have to save a significant amount. For our friends trip, which is our Seattle trip coming up at the end of the month, I am adding $200 into here. So now in friends, we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 580. I'm kind of hoping if we don't spend all of it, then I can save some of that money to move towards my Australia/Asia trip, because we're gonna need every penny for that. For our honeymoon, during my unstuffing, you saw we did pay a huge portion of it. We have one more payment coming up this month, which will take out a lot of this money, but then we are still saving up for hotel, food, activities, as well as flights to the country. So we're still gonna add 200 to our anniversary, which is also our last 200. So now in anniversary, we have 5,000, 6, 7,000, 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, $8,000. So complete whole 8,000, which may seem like a lot, but trust me, once we pull the final payment out of this honeymoon binder this month, you'll realize that we're actually kind of behind. But yeah, that's the end of my cash unstuffing for the first cash unstuffing of August. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you guys had a great time. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd also like to hear how your summer is going so far. I can't believe we're already in August, so that means that summer is almost over. It's so sad. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time here, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!